Hello, Light Warriors. It's good to see you all. This June solar eclipse is bringing us the shift of shifts. It's time to prepare like you've never prepared before. Hello, everyone. I am Michael, and I help guide people on the evolutionary journey. We're approaching a solar eclipse that is going to shift us like we haven't been shifted yet. And we need to prepare like we've never prepared before. The solar eclipse of June 10th will cause a shift, and the shift will take place in the range of the 10th to June 22nd. There's a lot of energies going on right now. A lot of times when we see one of these eclipses or one of these events, celestial events, we think that it's just going to happen on that one day. But it's going to start to shift. The solar eclipse is a new beginning. The solar eclipse is almost like a reset button, right? It kind of like puts the earth in darkness and then resets. So think about like when you reset your computer, right? Sometimes you're getting lagging or your smartphone, right? It's lagging, it's glitching, and you just reset it, and then everything's working faster and better. So that's what this solar eclipse is bringing to us. Now, a few weeks ago, I shared with you the lunar eclipse, right? And the shift that we're having, or we had from that. This is the shift of shifts. So the lunar eclipse, right? The lunar eclipse, right? It's at night. It's quiet. And if you're not really, making an effort to pay attention, you don't really see the lunar eclipse. But the solar eclipse is out in the open in the daytime. Everyone can see it, right? You're up. You see the solar eclipse. Everyone, even those that weren't really paying attention, are going to experience the solar eclipse. So that kind of represents the difference. Several of you, many of you getting this transmission are paying attention, and you know what revelations have leaked since the lunar eclipse, right? But now, as we're going into this next phase, this new energy, all of this revelations, all these revelations will be on the main stage, bright, right? So everyone's paying attention now, solar eclipse. Not when everyone's sleeping in the dark, right? Only those that made an effort to see it, right? That's what's representing the change that we're going through. During this time period, it's important to make sure you fill your cup up. Make sure your cup is filled, Light Warriors, because now is the time. Prepare like you've never prepared before. It's time to work within. It's time to step aside and get into isolation. There's a lot of distractions, right? A lot of things that might throw you off course. You need to prepare like you've never prepared before. When a fighter gets ready for a big fight, they go into isolation. It's time to get into isolation as much as you can. I know everyone's circumstances are different. Make sure that you're charging up now. Getting in as much sunlight, especially around the solar eclipse. Take in as much sunlight. Drink your alkaline water and prepare and work on yourself. Body, mind, and spirit. Work on body, mind, and spirit now. Now's the time to work on from within. Make sure your cup is filled to the brim. You can't go in there weak. You need to be strong for this moment in time. And this shift will take place over the course of this month. No exact dates, Light Warriors. Never any exact dates, just shifts. You might be new to this, and we share in the terms of shifts here because that's what's happening. Reflect on the shifts that you've seen, those that have been paying attention? What are the shifts that you've seen since the lunar eclipse? Now picture them, quiet, starting to leak through the back door at night. Many people are sleeping during the eclipse, right? But now it's on the main stage in the daytime. And now it's going to go from dark to light. The eclipse energy is shaking us all up. Eclipses bring with it a lot of anxiety, right? It's shifting, a lot of confusion during an eclipse. This is natural under normal circumstances, but as we're in the event right now, everything is, multiply it by 10, right? So know that there's a lot of anxiety, know there's a lot of confusion, and the best way of dealing with this is getting into isolation. Practice what you preach. Start to pull back and focus on yourself. And then you'll be able to see clearly. This is a dark time for some. And some people have fear. I'm here to tell you, dear ones, there is nothing to fear. Things are coming to light now. And remember that these satanic creatures cannot harm you. Free will is the law of the universe, and they must abide by the laws of the universe. So don't have fear, but be mindful. They cannot harm you, but they can trick you into harming yourself. Once again, the laws of the universe, they cannot harm you, but they can trick you into harming yourself. Make sure that you take the time to charge up and look around this world and see where creatures are trying to trick our brothers and sisters during this time period. We're approaching the great solar flash, an evolutionary step for our sun and for all beings living on this planet. It's time to level up. And this eclipse, and this season, eclipse season, we'll call it eclipse season, right? Some people call it eclipse season. It's a season. It's a shift. Make sure that your cup is full. Work on yourself. Get to isolation. Get going. Sometimes in the past, I always, I would find myself in isolation naturally. Nikola Tesla knew about this as well, right? But now, it's a good time to invite the isolation. With all the anxiety, with all the confusion, go within. Fill up your cup. Charge yourself up. Charge yourself up in the sun, light warriors. So that we're ready for this shift. Prepare like you've never prepared before. And so it is. If you find this message interesting and you would like to learn more about our reality in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, why don't you click subscribe, give the video a like so it becomes visible to more people. And please share with one other person, because if we all share with one other person, we will rapidly grow our 5D community. Everything is about to shake up, light warriors. Reset button, solar eclipse. What more can the event bring us? Oh, a lot more. Some people think that this is ending. However, it's just beginning. So charge yourself up and let's get ready for the new earth. Remember, we cannot control what is around us. However, we can control from within. Be conscious of the solar eclipse energies and work on yourself. Fill your cup up and prepare like you've never prepared before. Use this to raise your vibration and increase your electromagnetism. Life is so much better when we are all together. If you find this message inspiring or know someone that could benefit from it, please share this message. Dear ones, I am Michael. Find us in the fifth dimension. Have a wonderful day living your everyday life. Work on yourself. Find yourself in isolation so there are no outside distractions. Focus on the timeline. Now is the time to focus on the timeline. Nikola Tesla knew about the isolation. No big laboratory is needed in which to think. Go within, and you'll come out of this chilling on the 5D Earth. I hope this message was helpful for all of you. Have a great day. Namaste.